It's very easy to add tables, charts, and shapes onto Pages documents. I'm just going to go to a blank section on my document here. So I'm going to go to page 3, make sure my cursor is present. All you need to do is go up to the plus sign in the top right hand corner. And when you hit that plus sign, it gives you the choice to do your media, tables, charts, and shapes. I'm going to select tables first. I can scroll through and take a look at some other different styles that I can use. And this is going to all be based off of the theme of the document that you selected in the beginning. So I'm just going to select one of these charts, and there it is. So when you're looking at this, you'll notice that there are 3 blue little dots once it comes in. And using those dots, if I touch one of those dots and drag it, I can resize it. So I can kind of change the size and the shape. You have these double arrows here on the bottom and the top right hand corner of it. By touching those, that allows you to add rows and columns. So I'm going to select so I can keep adding there. And in the top left hand corner of that, you'll see that there's a nice little dot. If I touch that dot, I can now pick that up and I can move this wherever I need it to go. If I need to add anything into any one of these cells, I could just double tap in that cell and now I could start typing. And I could go in and I could format any of these texts by touching on it and going up to the format tool. And that allows me to go in here with the cells. I could change the text options. I could change the headers. I could also go in and change the table on the fly if I wanted to go with a different choice. So that's how you go in and add the tables. Say I want to add a chart. I'm going to go back up to that plus sign. Now I'm going to select charts. I could select 2D or 3D. I think 3D looks pretty cool, so I'm going to go with one of those. I'm going to hit the pie. And from here, you'll notice that you get these 2 ovals with arrows on it. If I touch that and move my finger around, it allows me to rotate this so that I could change the perspective on it. If I want to resize it, I could grab any one of those handles that you see, any of those little blue dots. If I want to edit any of my data, all I have to do is touch the chart, and you'll see where it says cut, copy, delete. I can now hit edit data, and it will pull up kind of like a spreadsheet, and I could go in and I could change my numbers, and I could change all the fields. There's a setting tool up here, so I could plot the column or the rows as the series, whichever is going to work best for you. And then when you're finished, you hit done, and it will reflect your changes. I could go in, I could touch it once and go up to that format tool. Say I want to change the colors. I can now go in and change that. I could also go in and change some of the chart options with the text size, chart font, labels. I could change the depth of how it's going to look. And from here I could also change it. Maybe I want to do a 3D column. You could change it on the fly. No matter which chart you're using, if it's 3D, it will give you the option to change your perspective. Now I can also go in, and I'm going to go touch the plus sign at the top. I could also add shapes. Now with your shapes, again, just like anything else, I could scroll through here and I could choose different color schemes. I'm just going to select the arrow. Once you put the arrow, I can now use my finger to drag that arrow where I want it. And I could grab some of the handles and I could start resizing it. So I could customize the thickness. I can now, if I touch it once, I could do cut, copy, delete. If I go up to the format tool, I could go in and I could add text to it. I could also change the color of it. I could go to style options and get more specific with different color fills. I could add borders to it. And I could also add effects such as reflection and shadow. I could take 2 fingers and I could rotate that so that I could put it wherever I need it. So that's how you can add multiple types of objects into your document.